Krieg, and I was lead designer on the exterior of the XT4. You have a sport persona and a luxury persona. And on the luxury persona, you focus more on the details of the car. And on the sport persona, you focus more on the proportion and the athleticism of the car. I mean, Cadillacs aren't really known for being small. You know, the Escalade is like the flagship of the Cadillac brand. And how do you translate that down? And as a designer, I just thought, well, what if Escalade never grew up? You know, if Escalade's the Great Dane, what is a Great Dane puppy? And we just went about it that way and thought, you know, it's got these proportions, these slightly oversized tires for the size of the car it is, oversized features, really bold. And starting with the luxury model, you know, starting with the grille, you know, we focus on the details, and we use this metallization process that let us have these floating elements that to me was a modern interpretation of the Cadillac 8-crate grille, but done in a new and modern way. And we have more, we carry those accents down to lower with the satin silver lower trim. But the most iconic element on the front is obviously the Cadillac vertical light graphic. And I think with each iteration, we just make it sharper and more clear, and it really starts to look more like, you know, cut glass. And for XT4, we wanted to have its own personality. So you've got this little brow on the top that just gives a little bit of attitude. And as we come down the side of the car, you really get a sense of the proportions of the car. And when the proportions are good, you don't want to distract from them. So we have this really sculptural body side that just shows off, you know, the strength and the athleticism of the vehicle. And there's still the Cadillac crisp lines that are taut that run through the car, but nothing's done to distract from the great proportions of the car. And then on the Lux model, we have a wheel that's brighter with this you know, diamond cut faces on it, more spokes, a little more overt. And as we come down to the back of the car, as a designer, we all love the CTS wagon. I think you guys all know the CTS wagon, the CTS-V, and it's kind of a car we all just want to have. So I just want to put a little bit of that in this vehicle. So we have this really dynamic angled forward angle on the DLO, and that's contrasted with the more horizontal lamp, and we get this tornado pillar. So you have these really oversized vertical light blades. There's a lot of detail in there when you get up close that you appreciate as you get closer to the car. And that's really where I think the whole design of the car started from. So as much as I like the Lux model, I think the one that I would like more is the Sport model. We have a much more purposeful gloss black grille, more of a mesh. And those gloss black features are just around the whole vehicle. And it just gives everything this monochrome appearance. It drops it down, it makes it much more purposeful and serious. And it really shows off, as I said, just the proportions of the car. Again, the wheels are more purposeful. They're more open. The finish on them is a satin finish, not a gloss. There's a darker, more gunmetal paint on them. I really love this wheel. I think the wheel really makes the car. As we come down the side, you've got body color door handles, you've got the gloss black trim, and it just makes this thing just feel really serious. As you get to the back, this is probably one of the coolest parts. We put the clear lens on the back of the lamp, and we decided we want to have that everywhere. It just made it look cleaner, more purposeful. You can see the technical detail on the lamp. You can see the etchings inside. It really is the biggest differentiator, I think, between the Lux and the Sport model.